are we doing, William?
We are filming John the Movie. It's a make your own damn movie. The whole thing comes from Make Your Own Damn Movie from Lloyd. I give it all to them. I bought that book, decided, hey man, if this guy can do a movie, I can do a movie. And so 2 years later, here we are.
What's the plot in like a
Basically, it's kind of like 2 sentences. Kid's imaginary friend comes back to make him murder people because he's a loser.
And what's your function in this movie, Billy?
I am writer, director, producer, caterer, actor, boom operator, pretty much everything. And I'm doing all 100% guerrilla filmmaking here. No permits, everything shoot and go.
What's been the biggest lesson you've learned, would you say, on this movie?
Well, the biggest lesson I've learned, can't do everything yourself. I'm wearing a lot of hats, more hats than I probably should be wearing. But it's getting done. Balancing a budget. If you got someone who's really good with numbers, give them the money and let them put it out. You know, you don't want to spend money. Problem is, my first day I learned this, I spent $1,000 first day into production.
What happened?
Well, just paying for everything and not being as prepared as I should have been. Honestly, producing's a fucking nightmare. I'd never really want to do it again. But it's been cool because I can't rely on anybody but yourself. When you're an independent filmmaker, shooting guerrilla, you can't rely on anybody but yourself. No one cares about your movie more than you. Hello. If you're having trouble getting ladies, the actresses, quote unquote actresses, to get naked in your movies, hit the strip clubs up. I mean, there's got to be, every town's got a strip club in it. If you live in a small rural town, there's a city close by, go to that city, talk to the strippers. You know, you can get them to do things for you. Strippers, nude, your movie, gotta have it.
Do you have to pay them?
Sometimes.
You have to do work in the club. Sometimes just bullshitting them about this movie's gonna be out there. Have confidence in the movie. Tell them, hey, this is gonna be the next big thing. We got this, we got that. Why you have to do whatever you have to do to get your movie made. You need nudity, you can't get an actress to do it, bullshit a script. They're not the smartest girls in the world.
So Parker, the lead, is driving this car.
Yes, I'm trying.
And where are we headed now, Billy?
We are heading to a 130-year-old house, an antique house where we're going to be filming. It's going to be John's dad's house.
There's John. There's what's your name, Parker? What's your full name?
Parker Dash.
Parker Dash is from some place called Louisiana.
Shithole, Louisiana.
Monroe, Louisiana, is it?
Monroe, yeah.
How'd you get involved in the movie?
Me and Billy found each other on Craigslist.
Craigslist, oh.
Craigslist.
Cool. And how did you do the audition?
I didn't. I just sent in a reel. Apparently he liked it. And told me I got the part if I wanted it.
Did you meet him before you, had you met face to face before you got here?
No. It was like 2 weeks ago. It's the first time we met.
And that was here in Austin?
Uh-huh.
So
exit here and circle around.
He cast you before he had met you.
Right.
So you could have been an axe murderer yourself.
I could have been an axe murderer.
That's how I roll, man.
Cool.
Taking risks.
Modern day filmmaking.
We're headed into John's childhood home to see his father and his mother.
And what's the purpose of this scene? What's the thrust of the scene, Parker?
It is basically I'm stopping in to see you guys, quote, but really I'm getting a hand out of the deep freezer. So
Whose hand was it?
It's the tranny's hand. And I'm gonna,
where do you find the hand?
I cut it off. I killed the tranny, cut her hand off, his hand off, and I hide it in the deep freezer to keep it fresh. And with every other murder I do, I put a fingerprint. So basically at the end of the movie they're looking for the tranny and not for me.
How do you shoot this scene now? What's the idea? Just to shoot the whole thing wide in one shot and that's it?
Oh, absolutely not. I got lots of coverage. Being the editor myself, at least that I know what I want and how I do it. I like to get a wide establishing shot. I get Gotta have the reverse shots, gotta get your close-ups, reverse shots. We're gonna go tripod and Steadicam. And if you see, when you're cheap and you're on a budget,
Pipe cam.
What's that called?
$15 Steadicam.
What's that thing called?
We call it pipe cam.
Pipe cam. Oh,
You need a pipe, 3-pound weight, a drill, a couple of screws, $12, Home Depot, you got you a Steadicam.
nice. Let me see. Hold it. So it's got a thing at the bottom there. Very nice.
Screw it on, yeah, a little weight. It goes, fits right on the pipe. You get you a T right here, the T mark, and then another T mark here, so we can actually take this cap off, put it here, and this thing actually becomes a mount if you needed to. If you have a small camera that are light and you want to avoid shake, you put it up on here.
Cool.
And then you just drill the hole at the top here. There's a screw, a couple of washers, wing nut, and you got your Steadicam.
Fantastic.
Google it.
This is a 3-inch water coupling for a 3-inch water pipe. And I just cut it with the hacksaw, drilled some holes in it, added a couple rubber bands. The whole thing, like I said, is 30 bucks. So when you got to make a movie on a budget, you do what you got to do.
And this is an actual, this thing that telescopes. How does that work?
This is a painter's rod. Painters use it all the time for
Painters. Oh.
You get it at Home Depots or any hardware store. They're about $25.
Wow.
The only thing I did is I took a tap and die and I threaded this to go back to regular audio threads. And now any audio device, any microphone will go on into this stick.
Oh, it's you. Well, no handout here. No way. All right. You don't want money, do you?
I don't want money.
Oh, all right. Come in, sit down.
So what's the big occasion? You're not getting 1 red cent.
Oh, honey, it's so good to see you. Oh, I wish you would have called me when I cooked you something.
Okay, I can't stay long. I just want to drop in.
Okay, son.
What are all those sores on your face? You got pimples. You know, have you been using those condoms I gave you for your birthday? Even hand jobs.
Oh, even hand job.
Yeah. Anyway, why are you so thin? What's wrong with you? Those shoes look pretty gay. What? You're not a homo, are you? So, your mom and I, you know, we're pretty modern. If you're a fag, it's okay. It runs in the family. Cousin Isaac, run to Cousin Isaac. He's a homo, and things turned out all right. Got a good job down at the church, teaching the young boys. No problem. Doing very well.
I'm not gay, Dad. And yes, I'm using the condoms. Thank you.
Ooh, good. By the way, you know, I'm going to lose some weight too, but I'm not, you know, not for what that woman. I've been married to for 35 years. She don't give me no push. Oh. Thank you.
Cousin Isaac. I wish I could do more, but short notice.
What's this one?
Hey, woman, there's no booze in here. What the hell's going on there? It's cocktail
Of
time.
course not. Remember what the doctor said? No more drinking.
Hey, what do these kite doctors know? What the hell? I got me some of this. Good stuff. You want a little? No?
Cut. We are watching playbacks right now to make sure that we have all the footage, because when you only have an actor for one day, what you got is what you got. So I cannot afford to fly Lloyd back.
Those kite doctors, what the fuck do they know? Do you do this after every scene?
If I have out-of-town actors, yes, I want to make sure I have the coverage. If they're local actors, we can always get them to come back.
Billy,
Hey.
so what have we learned today? What's the moral of today's filming?
The moral of today's filming: exploitation. Most important things I can stress is just really treat your crew and your actors with respect, be friendly, joke around, make it a fun environment, and you'll be surprised at what people will be willing to do for you. They're a lot more willing to work and give their all and be there for you and not, hey, yeah, they won't hesitate to clean up a location like this. I have my actors mopping. I've got my DPs cleaning things up like that. People are more willing to do these things for you because you treat them nicely and with respect.